Get up a little. Welcome, welcome. Just warming up. Warming up before the round on the new V3 driving range. I didn't change the aim there. $168. All right, hit a few wedges and a few drivers and we'll get going. Let's maybe go randomizer for 50 to 90. Hit a few of these first. Oh, a little much. Okay, so 83. Downhill too, so it's better. Just warming up quick, then we're going to play a live round here in a minute. Hitting a few wedges to get a feel for it. That's better. Spin. $58. Stu. Tell you what, it was with the clock changing on Sunday morning coming off the wedding yesterday, felt like a long day. How was your weekend, man? That's it. Tell you what, I'm digging this new range. Basically, I got it set up right now on a 2-shot randomizer, 90 to 50 yards. So a lot of these second shots you'll hit that are just kind of random yards. I can get a new hole every time. This one's 8 yards down, 87. To hit that 50 yards. But this range is, this new range is pretty sweet. I did. I just looked at your email. So probably pop back to you in the morning on it tomorrow. Saw your pictures. You got a nice space there. Looks like up in the loft maybe. Okay, I gotta hit a few drivers. Then we gotta get going here. Driver has been my worst club, but we'll see if we can't find something a little better tonight. There we go, that's a good one. Funky green there. Gosh, Jaybird. Somebody wrote a comment on there that it's not Pro V1 balls. But obviously nobody knows. They're trying to create hype and they're doing a good job with it. I don't know. I kind of hope it's, I don't know, club day. I said Pro V1 balls because I figured it was a sales pitch to get people hyped. But computer app would be cool, or computer connection would be awesome. So you could actually play the GSPro or the Rapsodo software through the PC. Because, and it wouldn't shock me if it was that, because I just started a video today running all the new stuff from Rapsodo on my devices, and my Samsung tablet that I love that works for GSPro, I can only run on low settings for all the new Rapsodo stuff. So I've got to get into my iPhone 13 Pro, runs everything on max except for Rapsodo courses. It only plays medium. So, you know, I don't know. If they're going to start upping graphics, they're going to have to allow computers to run it, or we're all going to have the newest tablets. So, not sure what they're going to do there. Well, Mac compatibility, I mean, that would be for GSPro, I guess is what you'd be thinking, because Rapsodo stuff's already Mac compatible. I know, but can't tell you. I have no idea. No, I'm not sure that they love me. I'm a big promoter of GSPro and a big promoter of connecting to GSPro. So I don't know if they love me or not. I certainly love the device and the community, but I think they prefer the guys that do a lot of the Rapsodo content. And unfortunately, I prefer playing the GSPro stuff. So early on when I was testing their stuff, they sent me like a dozen balls and a towel. But since then, no love. So, all right, let's hit a couple drivers and get teed off. And I do gotta be honest, their new graphics settings with elevation on the courses, I would be tempted to play that if it was hooked up to the PC. I don't really have any interest in running it through a phone or a tablet though. 302, can we keep it within 60 yards? It's been tough lately with this guy, so we'll see. Pro T, I would definitely consider a Pro T. That'd be one of them. I like the thought of a Unicore IXO2. I think that's a great looking device. What I like about Unicore is tying in like the balance mats and the swing camera systems. But first swing with the driver doesn't give me a ton of enthusiasm, I'll be honest. Fight this thing around. Maybe we can find a little groove here at like 80 or 90% effort. There's that hook. You know, I don't think they'll ever go GSPro integration. So GSPro integration would be an elimination for the need for a connector. You know, and doing that would kind of undermine their whole process of building out their golf course network or their own golf course platform. I think it'd be more likely that they'd build a PC application that would handle higher graphics modes and then have their own golf courses compete with GSPro software. That would make more sense, especially if they were eventually going to up their subscription price, you know, or try to keep expanding, you know, their play platform. There we go. I need a couple of those. Your GSPro connector won't connect after the new update. Connects to the MLM. So, Caleb, what you're saying is on your connector, it says connected to MLM. You get green light on the MLM, but you're not getting into GSPro. For me, there's an API issue with the new GSPro where I have to open GSPro and let the API window get completely open before I ever open up my Springbok connector. If I open up the Springbok connector and have auto start on, it just freezes and won't connect to GSPro. So I have to make sure GSPro is closed, Springbok is closed, open GSPro first, and then run my Springbok connector. That's if you're getting connected to the MLM itself. That's what I have to do. What kind of tee do I use? This is a K2 tee, and then I've modified my mat just to have the bungee clip directly to the mat. So I went to the K2s because the orange burr tees, those little, they look like a, what do you call it? They look like a badminton basket, the orange burr tees, were giving me misreads on the MLM. Okay, here we go. We got 2 good driver swings tonight. Maybe we can start hitting the driver good and get this round going. Control box for me, it's a must. I don't know that there's one that you gotta have over the other. They all have kind of unique features. I like the one I have. It's actually the one Springbok made, and one of the reasons I got it, if anything, was to support him for all the effort he's made on the MLM connector. And it's a great box. When I don't have the control box, see, there's that wild one again. When I don't have the control box working, it's kind of a pain in the back, pain in the butt. But I know Roxor and other guys make control boxes for GSPro that also work really well. I just really like having one. All right, a couple more of these. See, I can deal with that. If I can stay within this 15 yards offline, spin axis under 10, stuff like that we can deal with on this driver. Caleb, give that a try. Let me know if it works. All right, here we go. All right, last driver. And then it will be what it will be. Super thin. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown. How many ceiling outlets? I mean, I think it depends on your spacing. I've got 2, 3, so I have 3. One of them's on a totally different circuit. I think I talked about this a little last time. The one that's on the other circuit was in case I needed to put in a little electric space heater when I first was building out the garage. which I won't need to do. So it's kind of an extra outlet I've got up there now. All right, let's jump in and get playing. We'll end our practice session. Sim Golf Pro Tour, Riverside Open. We're playing 6,600 yards. Soft greens, soft fairways, calm winds, normal putting. All right, here we go. Add the player data. Go from there. So if you look in my chat, if you look in my description, you'll see my CPU, GPU. You got a 4070, that's going to be plenty. Wonder if I show up your Ryzen 3600. I don't know a lot about Ryzen, right? I'm Intel and I'm NVIDIA. So, but if you look right now on GSPro's like support section for the new update, on the bottom, there are some CPU, GPU requirement items. And I run 1080, but everything I have, I think, is more than enough to run 4K. If you're gonna run 4K, you need 32 gig of RAM. I wanna say it's like a 4070, 4090, and then Intel 7 gen or i7 or better, which most are gonna have if you're gonna end up having that good of a graphics card on the flip side already, so. Okay, we've got the automated flyovers on. I think we're gonna have to turn that off. Yeah, we're gonna have to take these automatic flyovers off. This is a new feature that I think I clicked on earlier when I was going through this stuff. So let's see here, visual settings, camera options, automatic full flyover. Turn that off. Save and exit. 349. And then I fly it over anyway. I don't know if I probably shouldn't bang driver every hole here, but what the heck. Yeah, I've got a 3090 for my GPU, and then I have a 11900K, I think, for the CPU. I built this PC during COVID, so it's a little bit older of a PC. It was kind of, you know, top of the line at its time, but it's a generation behind on some of the new stuff. All right, hole one. There we go. It's gonna go rough, but still I hit it well. Yeah, it's gonna use GPU way more than CPU, yeah. Which is good, right? All right, 69. Gotta get out some different clubs here. 58. Okay. I wonder what this course is gonna be like. A lot of sloped greens, or we'll have to see. I didn't look at stimp, but 4 yards above me. 69 yards, uphill 4. Gotta go. Yeah, that wasn't it. Not a great first wedge. Played outdoor golf this week, or this weekend. Hadn't done that in about a month. So the clubs are all back in the bag. All right, uphill 16 inches, like a 56 footer to start us off. Felt good on speed. I pushed it a little. Here we go. All right, par on the first. Mine does not do 4K, no. I went for high lumens. If I could have got a 4K one, I would have looked for something like 4K, 6,000 lumens, I think. And I know they're expensive as heck, but if you look at, I have a short, a YouTube short, and it basically highlights my sim like a before and after. It's not, doesn't have very many views, but in one of my shorts, it's got my kids when this was just a garage, and it flashes to when it's finished. The first 2 swings are like my old projector. You can see it pretty washed out. And in the end of the video, when it just kind of like pans around my sim room, you can see my actual projector and how bright it is. I probably could show it quick on stream here if you want. Let's see how bright that sim is. If I go here, we run over to
if you want a chance to win one of these or one of these, you don't have to let...
Sorry about that. Man, get the volume like watching a commercial. All right, if I go here and go to shorts, I think it's, so this one with my kids, and I want to turn it down. How do I do that? Turn the desktop audio down. So if you look at if you look at the end of this video, you'll be able to see how bright my screen is. That's how my screen is right here. It's pretty darn bright. And the first few images, my old projector, it's actually pretty washed out. That was a 2000 and a 4000 lumen. This is the one you see through the window now. That's 6000. So this one does show it a little bit better than what my cameras in the room will show it right now, just because of the way they auto adjust light. But anyway, sorry about that. Properties. Let's go 33. So yeah. You still use the M1 Pro and webcam putting? Yeah, I do. I still use it. I mean, I like it so much that it's kept me from switching over to, you know, a bigger, better sim and launch monitor and all that. You'll watch, I'm using it right now. So I absolutely love it. I think it's pretty awesome. Okay, so I've got 2 TVs on this wall in front of me and a computer monitor on its side vertically. That's the same height or width of my TV, so it flows in pretty good. And then I've got a monitor on the outside wall of the sim room, so if you're outside the room and you want to see what's going on, you can. And then I have another TV behind me. So I have 3 TVs in here. 3 TVs, 1 computer monitor. For people that are playing the sim to kind of watch or use. There we go. I think we've hit a couple of good drives now. Keep that going. I know. I should de-stew it. I should stew. I really should. It's got to be next on my list here of ones I do. I want to do one with the for all the screen attachment and how I put the screen up. I got one started for the projector that I need to finish. You talked about cable management. That would be a good one. So there's a few good ones I could do or need to do. All right, 2 miles an hour off the side. .223. This is like an easy hybrid or a 4-iron. I'm gonna hit hybrid. Be good. Sit there. Let's go. Yeah, so here's that webcam putting in action. So ball goes down, it identifies it, and then we're ready to putt. Just got to pick the right line. Okay, so this one. I think left edge. Yeah, left edge. Hope this is not messing with me. Downhill 10, downhill 2 feet, 10 foot total. I pulled it. Go in, please. Come on. Oh, caught the edge. Let's go. Eagle on the second. All right, so 17th place. Looks like the leader shot 18 under thus far, but tournament just came out, so not going to be a ton of people at the top yet. I think 2 weeks ago on the Pro Tour, I finished 50th, which actually moved me up the world rankings more than any tournament I had before. And then last week it was like in the 30th place. So doing better on the Pro Tour. The SGT Tour, I do have a top 10, but all right, 451. Okay, driver, here we go. That's so left. Kick out of the woods. Lucky. Sit there. I think we got lucky. It's deep rough, but see, that's a spin axis I can't start doing again. 20 with 40 yards offline. Okay, deep rough. 187. This is gonna be hard to even get there. Just because when you're in the deep rough, it doesn't. I think the lower you launch it out of the deep rough, the more the deep rough hurts it. I think that's how the course physics work. So if you use a wedge out of the deep rough, it takes less off of it than if you use, say, a 5-iron out of the deep rough, I think. Somebody might know better than me there on that. So I'm right next to the tree, I think. I gotta look at this. This is why in the sim we're all a little bit lower handicapped than we are in real life. Because normally you couldn't even hit this ball. Where is it? Can't see the ball. All right, we're gonna aim over there and see what we can do. That's about all we could do there. We'll take that. Okay, 48. Be good. Go a little. There we go. That's a pretty good price, I think, on putting turf. I want to say it was like $4.50 or $5 a square foot. I went with Money Putt, so I got Money Putt turf. I actually got it through Menards because they ship it to any of their local stores nationwide for free. So as long as I just waited, they would send it to my local store. But yeah, I got Money Putt was the putting turf I ended up getting. It's 3/8 inches thick. And I'd called GSPro, or called SIG, which is Shop Indoor Golf, who makes this GSPro Softy mat. And I kind of got word that their top layer is the Money Putt turf. So even though I got a slightly different shade or color than what's on here, it feels identical. So I think it actually is. I think this is Money Putt, and so is that out there. Both holding up really well and great for putting. So yeah, I think $5 a square foot's kind of where a lot of people are at with it. Somewhere in there. Okay, we'll go there. Definitely didn't hook it this time, but I was nervous about water. Get lucky. It's just rough over here. Hit B. That's such a new feature too. That B cuts the camera, so anything in front of the camera comes back. So I don't know if you noticed that. Hitting that, it got rid of all that stuff out of the back of the view there. 82 yards. About to build a setup, run your Pro TV X. Oh, that's awesome, Jacob. Definitely a second downward projector. The floor projector, yeah, right? It's probably like the biggest, the floor projection's probably the biggest, like, wow. People walk in and everybody just kind of it's kind of a wow factor thing. I think people love it, especially guests. Most haven't seen it. I would say it's a must for the golf sims. All right, 82 here. Out of the rough. We go with like 85 maybe. Don't think I hit it hard enough. Go a little. Yeah, that's not enough. Oh, I have an L. I'm in the forum. Guess I should get 8K cable. On your thoughts? I mean, I'm sure the comment to get 8K stems from the thought that it's in your wall, and once it's in your wall, it's in your wall, right? So if the newer cable is there, it can run the downgraded stuff. So you might as well put the higher end stuff in to start. That's probably where they're getting that. Mine are all 4K cables right now, but I ran long sweep PVC 2-inch through my walls and above my sim room for conduit, so I really can easily pipe in cable in and out. It's been really easy to do. I can swap out or add pretty simply using just a snake or by pulling one of the old cables through. "26 feet uphill, 4 inches, so 30 feet here. Is this enough? 30 feet. Break, 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 break. Ah, overread it. I've got the Kansas City game in my ear right now, watching it on my phone. Announcers are acting like it's close. What is it? 33 seconds left here. Okay, we're 2 under through 4. 214 downhill, 3 yards, 211. So this is a 4-iron. All right. Kind of pulled it, but should be okay. Sit there. Good yardage. And Tampa scored. They go for 2 here. Try to win it or what? I know they're going out to kick it. For some reason I feel like they should just go for 2. Kansas City hasn't lost yet this year. Why not just go for it? All right, 34 downhill, 8 inches. Let's make a bomb here. Okay, got a no read there. All right, 1 second here, sorry. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what that was. I completely got a no read there. Okay. 34 feet, downhill 8. And now I just got a misread. What the heck? Ah! That's frustrating. Success putt. Yeah, that's silly. Oh, this darn thing. Doesn't happen very often. But yeah, that is probably one of the most frustrating parts of this at times. Just had a really uncharacteristic no read. and then I went and set a new ball down, and it's like it read the further data point from the previous putt and then just sent it in. So we're chipping now. All right, 14 yards. Go in. Oh, come on. Well, I was thinking about birdieing and get screwed up by the webcam putting. Okay. 10 feet uphill an inch. What is happening? Hold on a second. I gotta check something. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure what is up right now. Something changed with my lighting that it's just messing with the way it's reading this, but this is not cool. This control box is just plug and play. Great question. All right, 10'3". Missed it. So that's so frustrating. A hole that I had a birdie chance, I make double bogey because of the darn misread on a webcam putting. That's a killer. All right, is what it is. That never happens. I get misreads on the MLM, but never on the webcam. Okay, here we go. Par 5, number 6. There we go. That's a good drive. I'm done listening to this game. Just gonna watch it. All right. Oh, that's so frustrating. I can't believe that last hole. Okay, here we go. 186. Let's have a good one here. Wasn't it? Okay. All right, we'll get back to it. Sorry about that, guys. $24. Probably hit this like 30. Go. Okay. Go right there. 11 feet 11. Flat. Ah. I'm having trouble, guys, with the webcam putting right now, which is new to this stream, but it happens occasionally, just not very often. It's almost like the mask isn't picking it up, so I'm just going to quit out of the webcam putting app and restart it. Hopefully I get some better results here. It's the fourth putt I've hit that's done this. There we go, I picked it up. All right, 11 foot 11. Ah, just underread it. Okay, par there. So far, a bunch of pars. We had that eagle, and then we had what I thought would be a birdie turn into a double due to some webcam putting mishaps. So, 150. Get all these clubs out. $50, downhill a little bit. Can I get a 9-iron there? I think so. All right, 9-iron, 150. I didn't get there, but probably the front of the green maybe? Go. All right, well, it seems to be picking up the ball better now. Maybe that'll be the trick. Okay, 18-10, uphill 2. Let's try there. Like a 20-footer. Come on. There we go. We needed a birdie. We are under par again, despite the struggle that has been webcam putting tonight. All right, 357 is the next marker up there. Go for the left side of this fairway maybe. Wind off the right a little. Definitely got that face shut, worried about, oh no. That hit some hard bark there. All right, it didn't really hurt us that bad though. Might have helped us. Okay, left lie. We can go with this and maybe hit a little draw. The hybrid. Or do that. I think I hit the other ball in my sim. I don't know if you saw that. 140 uphill, a touch. Pin's kind of middle back. Okay. Light little 9-iron here. Why do I pull it every time I try to swing light? Any swing doctors out there? Every time I try to take something off it, I end up pulling it. Okay. "40 feet, uphill 2, 42 feet. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Go in. Oh. Oh, I thought we had that. Okay, so 9th hole, we were 1 under. Kind of just hanging in there. Nothing spectacular, but got kind of hurt by that little webcam mishap that I'm still not over yet. Do I hit driver up into this? Yeah, why not? So yeah, Razor, while this is just plug and play, you can, Springbok did send me the software and the link to be able to reprogram it if I did want to have the buttons do different things or whatever the case. So you could reprogram it, but it comes plug and play. Gosh, I normally would love that flight, but I didn't aim and play for that much draw. Good bounce there. Okay, we're just in the rough. $110. Come on, be good. There we go. If we could turn at 2 under with all the putting mishaps we had, that would be a big win. To break that much in 10 feet? We'll see. Breaks more. God darn it. Okay, 1 under. We're in 20th place. Leaders are way out there. I feel like I should be 3 under right now. Waiting for someone in chat to say let it go. Get over it. Okay. 267 to there. Literally just finishing your own. Kind of pro. Oh, right on. Built your own control box. That's awesome. All right. Okay, that's playable. Stay there. More drivers like this. less wild and crazy ones like we've been having. $107. I'm going to club up and swing a little lighter so I don't spin it right off the screen. All right, 107. I swing hard enough. Go. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right, 9'2". I got like 2 little dots at the beginning going right, and then one going left right by the hole. Go with that. 9'2". Get in there. Yes, okay. There are still some birdies out there. Here we go. 217 on this next one. 217, wind off the left. We have fought our way back to 2 under. Here we go. Really thin, but actually could work out if it goes a little. Not the best. Okay, 17 out of the rough. Here we go. Come on, come on. Oh, gonna make me putt it. Okay. Left edge basically. 6'6". That's my own fault. Didn't hit it hard enough. Got a little rush there probably. Okay. So both the par 3s, I played a bogey and a double. $288. Shouldn't need all of this. I don't know that I can even stop it if I get it up there. Tried to take a little off of it. Don't go in the parking lot. Okay, 31. 31. Probably that's like 25 maybe. Go. Really soft greens. I actually think the setting is on soft, isn't it? Almost got to fly them their yardage when they're this soft. Okay, 10'10". Come on. There we go. Good birdie there. Back to 2 under. We need to kind of catch fire here. It's hard to not feel that way every round on the SGT because guys just inevitably shoot these ridiculously low numbers and you're constantly chasing them. Okay. Par 4. That felt right. Like way right. Getting a clearing. Oh, it's gonna be fine. Found a new route. Okay, 139 out of the rough. I just finished it, trying to program it. So is programming it hard, or is it just a matter of getting software for whatever controller or keyboard piece you got, Razor? All right, 139. I'm gonna hit really light 9-iron. Go. Too light of a 9-iron. I think we putt this. Go down the left side here, maybe. Uphill 1'4". It's probably almost at the beginning. And then 45 feet, so 15 yards, 45 feet. There we go. Ah, I felt like I smacked that. Okay. 11 feet, uphill 3. 15 feet. Give me a break. I mean, people are 3D printing like control boxes. I got Springbok has a pretty cool deal that he 3D printed and sent me, but he sells them. They're like a golf ball dispenser. It's pretty cool. So he 3D prints. He 3D prints these 2 pieces here. And he shipped me them. And they go on the end of pipe that you can buy at the hardware store. And the back of this picks up golf balls. And comes out. And then when you're playing, you just hit this tab and it dispenses a new ball each time. And then you go back and pick up your golf balls and do it again. That's something that Springbok sells on his website. Pretty cool, 3D printed. But I don't know where you'd get the file for it. I mean, being that he sells it, so not very helpful in that sense. But it's very simple and pretty awesome. And you can ship it because you buy the tube yourself at your local hardware store. get one here. I kind of keep just lazily giving up strokes this round. That was me trying to swing too hard. That looks terribly messy. I'll go in the fairway. Oh. Kind of wish Sean was here for this one, right, guys? YOLO. Ready, Sean? Didn't work, but it's the same as a chip out. Well, maybe not anymore. Yeah, same as a chip out. Okay. All right, we gotta get up and down here. Gotta get up and down here. 165. Good swing. Pushed it, but it was a pretty good swing. Sit there. Now I got a chance. Got a chance. Breaking left. 26 feet. Come on now. No! Ah, the drive cost me. So this is kind of the round of bogeys. Eagle, double, birdie, birdie, bogey, birdie, bogey, bogey. So we are even. I'd like to get to at least 2 under on this first 18 holes, but that's going to require some birdies coming in. It's really that darn double kind of got me flustered when the webcam putting glitched out. All right, here we go. Now we gotta chip out. Oh, this driver. If someone would buy it, I might sell it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. There we go. .104. Wind in 1 mile an hour. Be good. I need a par. Spin in there. Whew. Snuck away. Snuck away with one. All right, 16, par 5. Here's my chance. Here's my chance. I think we got to use the whole tee box here. Go left. And then try to hit one through the corner. Okay. Here we go. I tried. Go, 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 go. There we go. That was beautiful. Yes. Got some shots in us still. Okay, 162. Let's go. 162. 8-iron can bring us home here. Back left pin. Let's aim a little right. Try to get aggressive with this. 162. It's gotta go a little, but it's not bad. Go. Okay, eagle putt. Eagle putt. Yeah. Impact screen, it's just corner pin. It's not green screen. No, it's corner pinned. So when I walk in front, you lose me. I thought about green screening it, and I have like used a projector to just cast a green screen, and then I can walk in front of it, you can't see, but then I don't get the view, and I like having it, so I just overlay it for the stream for people watching. I get that question a lot because obviously it looks so much brighter than what you would normally see on people's videos. I mean, the issue is cameras try to auto balance all the brightness and the white, and they wash out the screen because the screen has so much light on it, it's so bright that if it were to balance based on that, I would be completely dark, and when it balances based on me, the screen looks like kind of white, really, really bright white like the sun, and just washes out. So I can't really have me be the same brightness as the screen without putting like a spotlight on me. 37 uphill 1.4. 51. A gimme birdie, we will take it. We will take it. Appreciate it, Drifter. Yeah, getting the camera in like a spot where I could play, but still could see a lot of the screen was kind of a thought process. Finding one with the right viewing angle, all of that was kind of a pain in the rear when I first started. No, let's see, 170. Okay, so we got one of our birdies. I'm trying to get the 2 under with 2 holes to play. I need one more. 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like this round could have been 6 under or something. I just made some really stupid swings, but that's what golf is. So, okay, 7-iron, downhill. That was bad. We need to get up and down. Yeah, I've worked with OBS a little bit. Yeah, for sure. Oh, that was not the swing here. So now we need an up and down and a birdie on the next. I'd like to make this hard. 28. We got this. Get in there. All right. Step 1 to giving myself a shot at it. Leaderboard has me in 20th right now. I have a feeling I'll be nowhere near 20th by the end of this event if I don't start making some birdies by the end of next round. Okay, 288. Felt good. Draw a little for me. Not gonna. That will be fine. One of the better swings. Okay, we're in position. We can do this. We can do this. 77. Come on, you get a 77 swing in you. Ready? Maybe pulled it a little. Ah. Not the hole to do it on. I did not look for that. Should have checked. False front on the front of the green. Okay. Let's putt this. Beta stable, love it. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I've been playing the beta for a while, so this is pretty much what I've been playing. But the new practice range is ridiculously awesome compared to what we've been using. Okay, so 45 feet uphill, it's like a 75-foot putt. And I'm feeling if I don't hit it, it comes all the way back down. Do it. That would have gone in, could you imagine? Okay, so 1 under, 71, kind of a ho-hum. A lot of mistakes. Let's just jump into round 2 and finish out this Pro Tour event. Only difference, Sunday pins, I'm sure breezy, yep. And the stemp is a little bit higher. Sunday pins, breezy, higher stemp. Damn, great speed, yeah. Sometimes I get good speed, sometimes I don't at all. I'll tell you what, we started that round and the webcam putting was all messed up. I actually have a light back here that helps this camera view, and I didn't have it on for the first half of the round. And when I set up my webcam putting, that light is on, and you have to have your lighting be consistent. So without it on, it was like the low light compensation I think was regulated to just a different lighting temperature in the room. And then I went and turned it on, and it changed it while it was already set up, and I think it caused my misreads. So cost me 2 shots there right at the beginning, maybe even 3. But kind of my own fault. I gotta have that. I gotta have all my lights consistent. Launch monitor from the ball. So the back of this line is just like what the Rapsodo would tell you. It's 6.5 feet to here, and it's 8.5 feet to the front by 1 foot wide. So I got 6.5 to 8.5 by 1 wide from the Rapsodo MLM to where I hit. So, and I am using RPT balls. Yep. Yeah, webcam putting is awesome when you get it right. It can be, if you've got a lot of windows in your setup, or your lighting is inconsistent, that can make it frustrating. That can cause, you know, kind of the misreads that people get. So you want to have consistent lighting setup. Okay. Round number 2, we shot 1 under in the first round. Hit that one well. Go. Get up there. Yeah, at night especially, right? Because all your windows are the same color every night with the darkness. Thank you. Yeah. I have a mix of really good drives lately with a mix of extremely bad ones. I need to find a kind of a middle ground. All right, 30 yards. I didn't see if they changed the green firmness. Okay, so they're not soft anymore. They're normal in this round. Fairways are normal. Stimp is 12, so they're going to be a little bit harder than the round we just played and faster. So we should be able to fly it just short of this. 30 yards here. That should be good. Go in. Oh! The spin just ripped. I thought I was going in for sure. All right, birdie on the first. That's a good start. Okay, 550. So we're 2 under, we're in 18th. I mean, typically to get in the top, you got to make the cut, which is the top 50% of finishers. There's usually like 150 finishers each week, and I feel like the top 50% is usually 3 or 4 under par total. And I think last week I was 10 under total, and that was in the top 40. But you never know. This course has a lot of trees. Okay. 301. The Sambas, yeah, you gotta love the Sambas. I love my Adidas. We are in the fairway. A little bit old school with the shoes. 242. Ten off the left. I should aim a little left for that. All right, hybrid here. Didn't quite get the face shut. Launched it right with no spin really. Well, -9 spin. Okay. Breaking right, then left. Stimp is 12. This is always something I gotta get used to. On the Pro Tour, they play Stimp 13, and that's always, I feel like, really difficult for me to change feel. But, okay, 50 footer here, basically. Come on, break back in. Go. Birdie, birdie. Birdie, birdie. Okay. We are in 16th, 3 under on the event, 2 under on this round. So dimension, dimension of the room I'm in, essentially it's almost 20 by 20, not quite. It's, let's see here, we're about 18 foot in depth, 18 and a half feet in depth, and then on the far corner I actually sticks out a little bit further. It goes out to about 21, and then the width is about 19 and a half feet. I did lose some of the width because I built out the wall that's against the house to soundproof it. Get that really thin, but it should cut perfectly. Yeah. Okay, we'll take it. So you call the room 19 by 19 probably. What hybrids? I have one hybrid. It's about 10 years old. It's a Ping G, and it's a lightweight like stiff flex, and it's kind of become a favorite club that I'll never really get rid of. It's a three hybrid that's 19 degrees, and it's just perfectly longer than my 4-iron. It spins too much for me, but that's what all the guys that fit clubs would tell me. But I just am so consistent with it. Unless it's a super windy day, I'm not worried about the spin. Really windy days, I don't hit it that much, but I just trust it and like it so much. It's one of those clubs, you find like a favorite club or a favorite feel, you just hang on to it. All right, 163 wind in and left. I feel like that could be really good if it goes a hair more. Oh, I didn't quite have enough. I mean, if you're gonna do, it depends on what you're gonna do for a multi-bay facility and what you mean by this setup. The MLM2 Pro setup for multi-bay, you know, what it sounds like to me is other people are going to be operating it. So as in you'd have guests come in and they would be using the launch monitor and all the equipment on their own in the facility. Is that what it would be? Like commercial? So I'm using Springbox control box. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I'd worry about NB Golf or MBTX, the only thing I'd worry about with in a multi-bay is just the setup with the MLM2 Pro admittedly is a little bit more detailed and cumbersome than, say, you know, the other units in the sense that you do have to have the MLM2 Pro on. It does have to be authorized every 24 hours through the app. So every day someone would have to go in and authorize the unit with a Rapsodo account. Each device would have to have its own Rapsodo membership. And once it's authorized that morning, then you can run the connector all day with no worries. But if lighting changes, or, I mean, with webcam putting, you're gonna want consistent lighting. I'd really want to test it out. I control pretty much all the variables in this room. I'm not sure how well you can control in a multi-bay space, and depends on with people standing around, etc. Your easiest, simplest setup with like the least amount of troubleshooting or headaches is going to be one of the floor-based camera units or an overhead unit in a multi-bay setup. All right, 20 feet, uphill 3. I was feeling like it was gonna be faster. Control box on the floor. I'm using Springbox control box. It's linked in my description. It's called the Brain Box. Springbok is the guy that does. He's in Australia, and his name's ETN. He does nearly all of the programming that has given us the connector for GSPro. and he also makes a control box similar to many of the other ones, but it's pre-programmed to work with his connector. The big difference is it has a red launch button in the corner, which you could program that on another control box, I'm sure. But on his, the red launch button is programmed so that if you hit that, it starts up his connector and starts up all the programming. And in one button, you've got the whole Rapsodo GSPro setup operating with the click of a button. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, that's true too. Lefties and righties. Yeah, and I think just risk of being damaged, people messing with it, simplicity for like troubleshooting, like you said, left and right-handed. I would have to agree, Drifter, that some sort of overhead unit's probably going to be your best bet. That's the other thing with the MLM, you've got to have it behind you like 8 feet, so then you'd have to have that space in which nobody walked, and a lot of times you're going to have somebody sitting back there in a facility. There we go. A good one there. $61. $61. Let's see here. That could be really good. Spin in there. Let's go. Let's go. We are converting so far. Okay, 213. Wind in. All right. Wind in off the right, so it's just gonna push me left. Last time I was on this hole, I pulled it a little bit, but money ball. Drifter, no way, man. Thank you very much. I need to hit more money balls. Oh, no way, brother. Thank you so much. Dude, I appreciate that. I really do. All right, let's see here. Do I have to give it back now? That's unbelievable. Nearly a shank. Got me all flustered. No. All right, we're gonna get up and down. We're gonna get up and down. 60 yards. As long as I don't hit this tree. Go! I must have hit something there. Or it was deep rough, maybe? Man, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That would be the first super chat, I think, to date. So, no, I take that back. I had a $1.75 super chat on one of my old videos. That would have been the first one, but this would have been the very first actual live super chat. So thank you so much. I doubled this hole last time, so let's just not do that again. $44. Come on. Come on. Ah. All right, just a bogey. after that 4-iron shank. All right, 514. We get it back here. Least you could do. Appreciate you, man. I honestly have really enjoyed it. It's a hobby that I love, and I'm out here playing usually at night anyway. And it's been really rewarding to help other people once I figured it out. Swung hard there, but little cut. Stay there. Keep watching over and over. I gotta look at it. I probably have like two unique viewers watched it 40 times. No. All right, here we go. 201. That pin is like a sucker pin, isn't it? What if I go over there? You saw me last hole. You guys can hit like, you can do that. Let's see here, 201. Don't know if I got enough of it. I don't think so. Bounce hard. Yeah, not bad. Okay. What we got to do is get an online game going one of these nights. Hop into an online room, get a Discord chat or something. I don't know if you guys have seen the SGT rooms, but we could hop into one of those and get an online game going. Scramble or a best ball or a 2v2 of some sort would be fun. All right, downhill 1-inch, 35. I feel you got a 35-foot putt in somewhere here. Break. Come on. Yes! Eagle, baby. There we go. Made up for it. Love it. Man, Joe's been so good to me. He's been so kind. When I came in, I didn't obviously know who Joe was, and quickly when I started getting into the M2 Pro groups, I knew right away. I mean, he's just so influential and been such a big part of like the Garmin start, and he reached out to me right away when I started making videos and just was super helpful, thankful. He plugged me and promoted me when I never even asked him to. Joe's just a stand-up guy. Yeah, can't say enough good things about Joe, and that it says itself. You see his channel just exploding the way it is. So he's such a great resource and dedicated to it. Now he's got the Pro T, and I tell you what, just watching him use it makes the guy think I need a Pro T VX. The replay stuff is cool that he shows with that. 147. I just didn't hit swing hard enough. Go! Stay up. I think there's a false front here. Stay up. He listened. Joe and I have played a couple of times. The hard thing with for Joe and then me, as far as getting together with him, is he's in Australia. So he's like, I want to say he's like 14 and a half hours in front of me. So he's, what would it be? If it's, I don't know what time it is. If it's 11 o'clock here, it means it's like, well, it's like 1 in the afternoon for him right now, on Tuesday. So nighttime for me is actually a time when I could play with him, if we could ever cross schedules. 26 uphill 5, so 31. Come on, do it again. Oh! Oh! Oh man. Got the TGL coming too. What is the TGL? Why am I blanking on that? So 400, 500 here. Rare to find a pack like this. You're doing it right, my dude. Thank you so much. What's TGL? Why am I? Why do I feel stupid that I should know that? TGL. What? Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's gonna be pretty cool. Somebody brought that up in. That's right. Somebody brought that up in the chat last week, and they were talking about. Is it you play in a sim and then you go out and it's like an actual green that, you know, forms to wherever the course is, and then they putt out for real? Is that right? 287, wind off the right. Nice. Give me a little room there. All right, sweet. You bought tickets to the one in March? God, you know, I should do that. I should do that. So it's gonna travel? Is there more than one like venue, or is this built at one place and it's always gonna be in Florida? Because obviously not everywhere's got the same sim and, you know, putting setup, I don't imagine. $181. No hitting mats, no way. They like roll in turf. All right, 180. Felt pulled. And the wind's not gonna help me. Sit there. Sit. What did it give me, fairway or rough? I think I should chip it anyway. SoFi stadiums nationwide, 5 SoFi stadiums. So I suppose then they must carry it around like a stage for a rock concert, huh? And they just bring it to the different places. The hitting area for right and left. Gosh, you know, I mean, it really depends on which launch monitor you end up getting. If you don't have a lot of space, having the right side be offset this way and the left side be offset this way, so you're both hitting in opposite edges of the screen, that's something to think about. I mean, if you're tight on space. If you're not tight on space, you can go hitting strip center and then widen it out. I mean, if I did that here, I wouldn't have the screens on the wall or the couch. I could probably leave the screens, but you definitely couldn't have my couch. 15-foot wide room. Yeah, so let's see here. My sim screen is 12 foot wide. So you would be, I mean, it depends. Are you gonna have seating on the side of your room, or are you gonna go wall to wall sim screen? 18 yards. Bite. Come on. Stay there. Hey. Well, he's not gonna bite. 22 by 15. So yeah, you're a little bit deeper than mine with the 22 feet part. So you have 3 more feet deep, but you have 3 less feet wide. I mean, like I say, it depends on what you want for seating. If you want seating, you're probably gonna want a more compact hitting area where you're gonna have a hitting strip out to the right hand side. So like your feet are gonna be in the center of the screen, and then you turn around, feet in the center screen, and have another hitting strip on the left hand side. And you're just gonna have to figure out, they sell them like that, or you can, if you set it up yourself, figure out how far away you need to stand to make that happen, so where you're not standing on top of the hitting strips, you know, when you're doing right and left. But that would save you room if you want to do like bench seating on the wall or storage on the wall, you know. My screen is 11 inches off the wall. It's a really tight 12 inches from the wall, so I would call it 11. And no issues with it hitting the wall or the ball bouncing back in it. And I actually have the screen pretty loose. Just it keeps it quieter. So I only have bungees on like every, I don't know, third one maybe. Just to keep it more quiet. But yeah, overhead, I think I would kind of agree with the overhead concept too, because otherwise you're gonna be sliding around some sort of floor unit that you're gonna have to switch side to side, or you're gonna have to have a radar unit that's behind you. If you're gonna go left and right-handed. All right, we're gonna get aggressive here. 355. Come on. Gosh, I thought I could carry that corner and I couldn't. I still carried it 280, but it was way further over that corner than I anticipated. Oh, that was dumb. I have heard, and actually I use a combination of zip ties and bungees. So like on the bottom, where there were places I wanted it to be a little bit looser, like bottom center, I took zip ties and I would tie them around the hooks that I had and just tighten them to the gap I wanted to kind of give the bungee more distance. So I used kind of a combo of both. I have seen people use like zip ties completely with no bungees, but I've used a little bit of both. The Mevo, yeah. I mean, you get a lot of data on the Mevo that you don't on the MLM Pro. Now maybe tomorrow they're gonna announce something. I don't know if that's what they're gonna announce as club data, but you guys get a lot more data on the Mevo, I think, than we do on the MLM2 Pro. I don't know how valuable you think that is, but what don't you like about your Mevo? You probably, yeah. I guess you could sell, but you see here, 93 deep rough. If I hit this 105, I wonder if that's gonna be enough. Deep rough, 93. Hit it 94, not enough. Ah, go. Not Mevo. Rapsodo's teasing something for tomorrow. I don't know. It sounds like a sales pitch, but one of their main sales guys got onto the forums today or the Facebook group today and said, you know, get excited, something huge coming tomorrow. They have sort of missed on some of these announcements in the past, so I don't know how excited to get about it, but maybe it'll be huge. I have seen inside the Reddit forums whispers of like people that worked at Rapsodo saying that they were eventually going to come out with club data on the Rapsodo, but so I don't know if it could be that or it could be something as simple as the Titleist RPT ball they announced at the last PGA show. It's finally available. That could be it too. We don't have to hit these chrome softs anymore. All right, 26 feet. Go in. No. So the two cameras I've used for webcam putting are both Logitech's. One is a C9 and I have retired. I'm not using it right now, but this is a 1080p version. What is it? A C9? No, 1080 Logitech Pro Stream, something like that. Logitech 1080p Pro Stream. I used that, but it was only 30 frames per second. It worked really good, but then I just decided to. I got a different camera back here, and I have a Logitech Brio 4K camera up top right now that I'm using for it. And that one does 60 frames per second at 720p. So what's not working for you about it specifically? Direct connected GSPro. I know, I would love to see that in direct connected, but it's just not in Rapsodo's interest to even do that, I don't think. And if they have a deal with Awesome Golf or any of the other companies that they already connect to, I don't know, it feels like they're trying to develop their own sim software, so connecting with GSPro, I can't see that being the thing, but maybe they would do it just knowing how many of their users are already hacking their way around it. Oh, that felt good, and I lost it right. Get lucky. I got lucky, I think. Yeah. About yellow, pink, doesn't pick it up. Also says you have 4 FPS. You know, the 4 FPS, you probably do. There's like a couple of things that it can be. When you have 4 FPS, usually what I look for is low light compensation turned on can do this. So if low light compensation is turned on, it can sometimes not allow it. Sometimes auto exposure can, although sometimes auto exposure can fix it. So I usually check that setting on and off. What are some other things that affect it? If you flip the camera inside of like your Windows settings and you flip the camera, like use the settings button to change the camera view 180 degrees, that can cause low frames. And then if you have an exposure higher than -5, it can cause low frames. So it's going to look really dark to you, but you need to have your exposure set to like -5 or -6 to get your frames up. And then if you have Logitech, make sure you download Logitech G Hub and get the latest drivers. And then inside of G Hub, you can disable G Hub controlling the settings and let the camera app from the webcam putting software control it. It's probably a lot of things at once, but those are what come to mind. Trying to hit this gap and just be short. Oh, I could have gotten over. All right. So yeah, auto exposure can be the ticket, and sometimes it can be what doesn't work. But if you go into the Logitech settings and you have, there's also frame rate settings inside of G-Hub too. So yeah, auto exposure for me on my Brio 4K, turning that on is what gave me the frame rate as well. But in some of the other cameras, it can be that you have to turn that off and manually set exposure below -5. But yeah, it sounds like Drifter has a good handle on it. Connecting issues with the new update for GSPro? Yes. So it's a known issue. ETN has reported it, and so have I on behalf of ETN. ETN is Springbok, the guy that made the connector. The API window, for some reason in the new update, opens up, closes, and reopens in the background. So Springbok connector reaches out to connect with it, it starts to, and then it closes, and then it reopens, and then the connector freezes. So the fix for it for now, until GSPro gets the whole thing fixed, the way their API window opens, the fix for it for now is to open up GSPro first, and when the API connection window pops up, then start your connector, start your Springbok connector, and you should be fine. You just don't want to start the connector, the Springbok connector, prior to GSPro being open, or by just using the simple auto open settings on the connector. I think that's the fix. Get lucky. Come on. Oh! Do you find my golf game in real course similar to those indoor? You know, my scoring's better indoors for sure. You have perfect lies. You can hit through trees. But my yardages and my I would say like 150 yards and in has definitely improved, and then my yardages, I do feel like the yardages I get are pretty realistic. Although I will say it takes me at least 30 swings of warming up before I'm hitting a ball at full speed, whereas outdoors does not take me that many swings. There's something about being indoors where I do not turn through it and open up on it as much as I do outside. I think it's, I don't know if my body's just afraid of the impact on the ground or what it is, but it takes me more swings to get up to full speed and be hitting the ball like I do outdoors. All right, 220. Oh, that was hit really well. Be good. Go. Come on. Oh, I love it. That was not the same 4-iron I hit into the woods when you made me blush with that super chat. Oh, man. Apart from me, through my trip, what, did you get banned by my ghost moderators? I don't have any moderators, by the way. What happened, Stu? So I didn't turn off auto open in mine. I just simply open up GSPro first because I wanted everything else to auto open. So I left auto open on mine, and then I just make sure that I click on the GSPro launcher before I open Springbok. All right, 8 feet. Oh, if that would have missed, I would have been so bummed. Oh, that was a good birdie. 220 with a sidewind, that was a good birdie. But yeah, turning off auto what when auto open is turned off, the Springbok connector doesn't automatically try to reach out and connect to the API. You have to do it manually through the click button. And that will just reject it normally if the API window isn't open. But when the auto start is on, there's like timings built into the programming, and it sort of gets hung up on the way the new API opens up in the new version of GSPro. But that should get fixed. It's been put in to GSPro, and they're really good about working stuff like that. All right, 280. How far from your screen? To the edge of the putting mat. Let's see here. It is to the edge of the putting mat. I'm from ball to putting cup, I'm like 10 feet 6. So from the edge of my stance mat, yeah, from edge of stance mat, I'm probably like 9.5 feet, 9 feet. All right, 280, we're gonna hit 3-wood here. Oh, I think I hit that right. I feel like I popped it up. Get lucky. That'll work. Stuck with the face open. Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it, Stu? Golly. Yeah, my room is like the dimension. I wanted to take as little of my garage as I could, but I also didn't want to like inhibit the sim at all. I basically designed my depth around where the MLM2 Pro could sit so that that door would be the place I mounted it. But it shouldn't affect any future overheads. I checked into all the overheads before I did it as well. There's a lot of I planned for like 6 months before I started building. A lot of patience there. 48 out of the rough. Oh, it's got to go. Hey, thanks, NBA. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Well, that was a shitty shot. Yeah, I've enjoyed the live streams too. I'm playing these things anyway, and I feel bad sometimes because I can't get back to all the comments in the videos. I try to get back to most. I probably have like a 85% rate. I'd say sometimes the ones I'm the worst at getting back to are the ones I don't have like the immediate answer for, because I got to look it up or do some research. But the live streams are nice because I can just chat while I play. Sometimes I think it's better than playing alone, to be honest with you. And I get my SGT rounds done and accomplish some of the same things I would through answering questions in the comments section. Break in there, come on. I've had some good putts this round. Sit down. Speed-wise, almost like I'm built for this 12 stemp. 5'7". There we go. Par. 6 under. That's for the last bird. Okay, gotta make more birds. I think the live streams have been good too. Like you say, you know, for growing or whatever. They've gotten just as many watches as the videos I cut down. And they're easier to produce because I don't have to go in, re-edit, and recut. And I think guys like you and myself get more out of them. I mean, versus just having a question online where I respond and then, you know, you can't follow up and expand on it, or maybe I'm not even hearing the question totally right, so I'm not giving, you know, the full context to the answer. I think I might just blast it out over these trees. I was fine over there last time I played this hole. Oh, shnikes. Get in the fairway. What a layup. What a layup. Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, the edits are work for sure. You got to chop them all up and, you know, cut out all the fluff. And you're doing it because you just don't want to waste people's time. You know, you want to get to the point and get the story over with. But yeah, it's like return on time there is sometimes feels like it maybe isn't there. 189. That was not hit good, a little chunky. One thing about this mat, if you hit it fat, it's gonna show it. Oh, yeah, don't worry about distracting me. Like playing with the boys. They're usually throwing a golf club under your legs or screwing with you anyways. And it's not like I'm not taking these like I need to be the #1 golfer in the world. I have a lot of fun with the competition side and playing well, but this doesn't really, I don't think, hurt me at all. Chat throughout the streams. 28. Then. Oh. A little much, but it wasn't terrible. Trying back on your computer. What happens when you hit drive like that and then chunk the next one? Okay, let's pull this off. Downhill 2 inches, 16 feet. It looks like it's breaking hard. All right, we're gonna go out there. Come on now. Never enough, was it? Yeah, just a hard putt. Okay, bogey. It might have been the first. Is that the first bogey of the round? We've had 2 bogeys. So 2 bogeys and eagle. All right, we're cruising. So we're 5 under. We were 6 under on the tournament. We just got to keep it going. I mean, I think that would be awesome. If they get, yeah, I mean, they do it for Fortnite too, where you've got, you know, 7-8 streams going at once, and you've got, you know, announcers or people that follow through it that are flashing from screen to screen, you know, talking about who's in what position or what shot they're about to hit. I mean, I could see that someday, especially with how kind of cheap and accurate the units are getting. Face was wide open there, but I don't know if it'll hurt me. Yeah, bunker. That's all right. Just a matter of time, yeah. Yeah, like some guys will throw, some of the guys on the Tips Tour put their streams up, like Stevenson does, and one of the top 10 players on the SGT does. Josh Oddie does, J-Leg, Joe Legowski does. So a few of them will put their rounds up every now and then. And if you got enough of them, you could kind of chop it up into a highlight for the weekly event. Get up there. Perfect. All right, let's make one. Be fun though. I mean, even like team events. I mean, even team events would be fun. You get like scrambles going. Stuff like events kind of like the Ryder Cup. They had the SGT Cup, but to get all those matches on and get them live, and a lot of those events you could play net. So we could use the handicap system in golf and not really have to worry about whether you were the #1 golfer in the world. You could still play on the handicap system. I mean, they do that all the time on YouTube Golf. They'll start 10 strokes ahead or whatever else the case. So, all right, 19, downhill 1. Did I hit it? Come on, man. Come on. No. Ah, that was so close. I knew I didn't hit it too. Oh, darn it. Okay, into the wind here. 10 miles an hour. Oh, good ball speed. Good open face. No. These trees are not 90% air. Shoot. All right, we gotta check where the ball is quick. It's nestled right there. I mean, I gotta just go out here, don't I? Am I crazy here? Am I crazy here? Can I get this through? Shit, here we go. I think we did. Okay. Smart, not crazy. Mild confidence that would work. Mild confidence. All right, so 35. Just a missed green now. 35 yards. No, we gotta hit that harder. Ah. I'm gonna bleed coming in here. Webcam usually doesn't fail me like that. Okay, come on. Braking, braking. All right, 18.8. Yes. All American par right there, huh? Let's go. Oh, that was stupid. Okay, par 5. Oh. Well, good thing I didn't complain about the previous hole too much, because that one rolled in on the last bit. All right, we need left side of the box here. We got wind with us, so we need to kind of send the corner. Okay, 293. Oh, I tried to hit a cut that drew. Sit there. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. 4-degree right, pretty flat lie though, or uphill lie, I mean. Wind off the right going left, so I should be able to draw something into this. I only got 199. .199, so 5-iron. And if we aim right side of green and just hit a draw, now it's going to come out to the right though. I've got a right 4-degree right lie. All right, draw a 5-iron. I think that was it. Come on. 23-yard hook. Go. Let's go. Oh, that was lucky. Try to hit a cut off the tee and I draw it and then call a draw there with no credibility and I hit it. Let's go. All right. Uphill 1 inch. Outside edge maybe? More than that? Yeah, let's go there. 10 feet. There we go. Eagle. This round's a little better than the last. This round is a little better than the last. So far. 2 to play. We're in 6th place, but that's through 2 days, and there's a ton of people that haven't played. All right, 174. 4, 5, 6, 7. 174, probably playing like 169. The 7-iron. That pin is brutal. Wind off the right. Come on now. Base was just open a touch, must have been. I'll take that though. That's why I wish I had the Pro T or something with club data, because you see the horizontal launch angle starting right a degree, spin 400 to the right, so it's a 6 yard to the right offline. I just would love to see where the path is at and the face is at, just to help me get better. But okay, this is gonna snap at the start. We can make this if we just get lucky and pick a line here. much does it break off this beginning is the question. Is that enough? 24 feet downhill an inch. Stay there. Made me nervous, like it was gonna go all the way down the green. Five feet 2. Bang it in. All right, 1 to go. We are 7 under on the second round. We shot 1 under on that first round in what should have been easier conditions. I just did not hit it as well. Let's see, 305. Wind in. Not terrible, but again, base open, sit short of that tree or go past it. I don't know if I can get over this one. We're gonna try. Rough, I'm in the rough, 110. Wind off the right, so we could go a little right of this. That help me at all? All right, come on, get lucky. Oh, hit the tree. Ah, fair enough. That was kind of what was supposed to happen there. That was realistic, I guess, as they'd say. So this looks like, well, this is the one I don't get to use as much. Aim point pretty flat around the hole. You know, it's going to come off the left here. 41 yards. Be great to hold this out, wouldn't it? I hold it out my sim. Not on here though. Go. Oh, I'm surprised how short that went. All right. I really want to make this stay. $17 feet. Oh, that last little nudge of the aimer cost it. 66, 6 under. Man, I gotta be happy with that. 2 eagles on the round. 2 eagles there. What happened to my view? It's from that video earlier today on the GSPro stuff. Gotta get this back where it was. Got my OBS all screwed up. All right, so we shot 66. And if we go back over here, simgolftour.com, go to that Pro Tour. It's going to be hard to hold up. I 1 under, 6 under for a total of 7 under par. So we're in 7th right now, but if you look, 50 people have started their rounds. Not very many. And a leader, 18 under at this point. So by all means, pretty pleased with that. 10 under last week, 7 under this week. Just couldn't stay away from the bogeys that first round. It just kind of haunted me. So good times. I think tomorrow night I might hop on and play the par 3 event. Have a little fun with that. But I mean, other than that, let me see here. What's that? Other than that, I'm not sure. So, hey, thanks, Drifter. Drifter, thanks so much for the donation. That is insane. MBT, thanks as well. To everybody else, thanks for the chats and for hanging around, supporting me. Appreciate that. I really enjoy this. So, yeah, we should all get together. We should all get together and have a round. I would love to. I think what we should do is should talk to Joe. I guarantee he'd be up for it. He's probably not this deep into a stream like this, so he won't see it. But I should talk to him about what we should do is set up some rounds with, just some of the regulars that are in the chat. And I mean, he's got subscribers, so some of the ones in his sub channel, or even just some of the ones from the chat, whatever it be. I mean, that could be some fun things to do too. So we'll have to do something like that. But all right, man. Well, appreciate all of you. I am gonna head to bed. It is midnight Central, and I will be around tomorrow. Thanks again. Appreciate all you guys. Have a good night.